Hey guys, Dr. Steve Wander. We're going a little bit of a rant today. You know, over the past week, I actually sat down and watched some of the confirmation hearings of Judge Barrett, and been obviously listening to the news and the policies of Vice President Biden and the policies of President Trump and the COVID crisis and the healthcare crisis. And I really want to make a point here and go on a little bit of a rant. First of all, in this country, we do not have health care. It is sick care. This is why when they start bringing up the Affordable Care Act and whether it's going to be struck down and whether they're going to pack the court to, severability of part of it or striking down the whole thing, the reason no one can come to an agreement is because from the beginning, it's not health care, it's sick care. And if you keep trying to put attention and money and policies on sick care, you're going to get sick people. Not that sick care is not needed or what we call urgent care, but it is not health care. Sick care it comes in a pill. Health care doesn't come in a pill. Health care is proper exercise and good food and good mental status and reading and meditation and educating yourself and cooking properly and working out and taking time for yourself and taking time out. This is health care. And if we actually made some policies, actually I'm really surprised none of the politicians talk about it's not health care, it's sick care. And if you haven't noticed, over the last 100 years or so, the model is broken. We are one of the least healthy countries in the world. Why? We don't have health care. We have sick care. And if you keep trying to make all of these policies for the majority of people and call it health care, but it's sick care, there's going to be a reason why A, it doesn't work, and B, everybody gets confused, and C, you can't come to an agreement. Why? Because it doesn't make sense. If they made some policies and took some money and took some attention and put it on healthcare, on doing things that make people healthy versus covering them up with medications that cover up symptoms or make your labs look pretty. Or for instance, one of the main problems we deal with is something called diabetes, type 2 diabetes, which is easily, completely reversible. It's gone from the 7th leading cause of death to the 3rd. Why? By using sick care. One of the senators came up and was talking about all these people in his area, and he said 10% of the American population are diabetic. Yeah, and so now he wants more money to put towards sick care, which is going to keep the people diabetic, versus actually giving them tools, giving them recommendations, giving them things that actually they can do to improve and actually reverse the diabetic process. That's healthcare. What they have is sick care. What's sick care? Here, Mrs. Jones, you're diabetic. Here, take Metformin. When that doesn't work, take Glipizide, Glipizide, Actos, Farxiga. And then eventually the doctor writes a script and says, here, now you're on insulin. What was the big thing? Oh, President Trump slashed insulin prices, which is great. How about put money towards things that will help people not have to take insulin? We're not talking about type 1 diabetes. So please, I don't want to hear 85 comments on type 1 diabetes. Type 1 diabetes is a different animal, and it's not something that can be reversed. It's actually an autoimmune disease where the pancreas doesn't work. Okay? So this is not what I'm talking about. It can be improved actually, but this is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about what we have in this country is a broken sick care system. It's not health care. I want to stab myself in the gut every time anybody gets up there and says, my health care plan this. You have no health care plan. You have a sick care plan. You have no health care plan. I think actually if one of them stood up and just talked about the difference between healthcare and sick care, it might actually put them over the top. And this is not a political video. I'm not telling you which candidate that I think should do that or I would like for them to do that. But we don't have healthcare, guys. We have sick care. And until we come to a collective agreement and say, You know, let's do things, let's put money to get people more healthy as opposed to just cover, oh, I have prescription drugs. What is that going to do? It's going to cover up your symptoms. How about, why do you need this prescription drug? And let's handle that. Let's put some time, effort, energy, and money into that. We're going to continue to have this problem till your children, my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren, until it switches. We're going to have this problem, and it's just going to get worse. Okay, that's off my chest. Talk to you later.